it's Morgan with the Rotoscopers, and today I am bringing you my recap and review of episode 5 of Dragons Race to the Edge. Episode 5 is called Big Man on Berk, and I just gotta say I absolutely love this episode. I thought it was a nice change of pace, it was really funny, it was all about fish legs, and if you know me, I really love fish legs. But not necessarily his alter ego Bone Crusher, but we'll get into that. So the episode starts off with the dragon riders, and they are riding in the ocean, and I'm starting to think like, okay, are we traveling to another island? No, they are trying to find, capture, and relocate another dragon called the Stradling. This is a beautiful dragon. It was probably one of my favorite dragons that we've seen to date. It's teal, it has a very elongated neck, and it just almost looks like a pelican in the way that its head and jowl is. It's just so big. And this is a very fearsome dragon, and unfortunately they are unable to tame this dragon, so they have to go back to Berk. When they get to Berk, it turns out that Fish Legs is really itchy. He's clean, serene, and an itching machine. So Rough Nut and Tough Nut try to give him some homemade remedies to help him stop itching. My favorite being the coagulated goat milk with a touch of hoof jam. But unfortunately, none of those things work. So they go to Gothi and she is able to hypnotize Fish Legs. In the process of being hypnotized, Snotlout says, hey, wouldn't it be great if he turned into this fearsome Viking that, you know, we could be best friends, it'd be so awesome. And that must have clicked and registered with Fish Legs because when he wakes up out of his trance, he is transformed into a different person. He is rude, he is mean, he is tough, he is brooding, he is all Viking. And he's actually kind of cool, at least to Snotlout. In waking up, he accidentally bonked Gothi's staff and it just went to pieces, went down in the ocean, so she's unable to bring him back to his former self by ending the hypnosis. But he actually is kind of a cool man on campus because everybody loves him. The townsfolk love him, you know, obviously Snotlot loves him. The other dragon riders, not so much. He saves a baby from a runaway apple cart, and people are saying, show us more amazing feats of bravery! And so he just goes from place to place to place doing all these amazing things. Then he realizes that he needs a hero's weapon, and the things that they are giving him, you know, a little dagger, a sword, are not good enough. He takes Stoic's axe, which when Stoic finds out, he is not very happy. After that, he realizes, you know what? I need a dragon worthy of me, because unfortunately Meatlug is not cutting it for him. So he goes back out to the ocean because he wants to capture the Stradling for himself. He has taken Snotlout with him, and they are riding together, and then he jumps onto the dragon, and this big battle ensues, and it's actually really exciting. He's a cool guy, and he's pretty competent, except for he can't really seal the deal. He's unable to capture the dragon, and all the other dragon riders come because they're concerned about him. Snotlout has fallen into the water and he's basically drowning, and Fish Legs, excuse me, Bone Crusher, actually it's Thor Bone Crusher, TB. He is fighting the dragon and there is nothing that they can do. Luckily, Meatlug flies out of the sky, he saves the day, kind of, because he gets in danger, and that is the only thing that can get Fish Legs out of this hypnotic trance. He realizes that Meatlug, his favorite dragon of all time, who Bone Crusher seems to hate and has ignored, is in danger and might die. That wakes him out of his trance, he jumps onto Meatlug, and in the process, the dragon is able to be caught and relocated. Yay! So they go back to Berk and they're realizing, hey, you're not allergic anymore. I guess you weren't allergic to Meatlug. I wonder what it was. Hiccup mentions, hey, you're not actually wearing your saddle. Maybe you were allergic to the saddle. But nothing with the saddle changed, right? Gilbert has been waxing the saddles with a new formula. Earwax. Cute. And at the very end of the episode, we realize the culprit this whole time was Gobber's earwax. Hooray! Okay, so this was a really fun episode. I didn't think that it really progressed the plot and the overall narrative of the season very much, but I just loved this one-off story about Fish Legs and Bone Crusher, and obviously this new dragon, the Stradling, which we got to meet. I thought overall it was great. There were a lot of funny moments, and this is definitely one of my favorite episodes to date of the new series, and so I hope we have more fun moments like this. I love, you know, in other series that I watch, when I have a favorite character or just any of the main characters who's not the main character, does that make sense? Basically anyone who's not Hiccup, when they get some time to shine. So having this episode totally devoted to Fish Legs and his character was great, even though it wasn't really Fish Legs, it was Bone Crusher the whole time, who's, I guess, his alter ego. It'd be interesting to see if Bone Crusher made an appearance again. Most likely not, but we shall see. Let me know what your favorite scene or quote was in this episode. I will be reading them. Until next episode, I'm Morgan, and this is the Rotoscopers YouTube.